Hey, I just want to speak upon when you reach a form of enlightenment or you reach a really understanding. Because when you reach enlightenment or a conscience or whatever, enlightenment is basically saying you just realize that, oh, I'm in a fake world. I'm in, this place, that really don't really seem like it's really not what I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? It's not really. I thought it was like this, but I changed a perspective in my mindset. And when you reach a form of enlightenment, I want you to really understand that nothing is wrong with that. And the reason I say that is because I feel like when people reach a form of enlightenment, they start going on this spiritual journey and they start really doing things differently. And when you reach a form of enlightenment, you will really gain knowledge that you have never gained knowledge before. And I feel like that is the best thing when it comes for people, because when you reach a form of enlightenment, your mind is in a whole nother reality or a whole nother universe. And I truly think that when people reach enlightenment or try to figure themselves out, because because I'm a righteous person, I walk in righteousness. I try to do my best when it comes to being a righteous person. So with that being said, I try to learn new things. I try to more get involved, be more involved when it comes to this world, because the earth is a big place and we can learn a lot from it. So when it comes to that, I try to be more in tune with things. I try to understand people. I try to learn things as much as I possibly can. And when you get enlightened, that's how you're going to feel. You're going to feel energetic. You're going to feel like you want to learn. You're going to feel like you want to do things. And when you're enlightened, your consciousness is on a whole nother level. Your consciousness is on a whole nother frequency than everybody else. It's like everybody is white sheep and you the black sheep, if that makes sense. And what happens is you will literally attract other people that have the same consciousness as you. Or you might attract negative people that's afraid of you. Oh, my fault. You attract other people that's afraid of you. You attract people that are afraid of you. They're afraid of your ascension. They're afraid of your enlightenment, or you're going to attract people that understand you and really get you as a person, and what happens is this happens all the time. So it will be a lot of incidents where it will be a lot of problems and a lot of things you might have to go through in this world, because when you see an enlightenment, when you see when you see a person that's enlightened, they will, what's the word? A lot of things will happen to you that you will at least unexpect. Like when you go out in public, if you don't notice, if you're chosen, and if you're spiritual or you are enlightened, you get a lot of stares at you. You get a lot of people, looking at you in some type of way. Things like that nature that will happen more because they know in their soul, that you are chosen, that you are enlightened, that you are on a different consciousness. And this will happen most of the time when you become enlightened. And the reason I'm speaking upon being enlightened, because when people being enlightened, it's not something that just happens. It's just like a realization. It's just like, wow, really? I didn't know this. It's like you come to in a forefront to know that you was not really supposed to. You was here for a purpose, if that makes sense. And when you come enlightened, you really learn from things. You really gather information. You really get to a number of any knowledge, And it's so crazy because when you reach that enlightenment, that stage, it feels like your mind has reset itself. Your mind has literally reset itself to a whole nother world that you didn't even know that was even there in the first place, And this happens a lot when it comes to people, and it's happening now ever since being the Aquarian age, and the shift is happening. So, when people use this alignment, some people will get afraid of alignment because they never felt this before. When your body and how you think, you never felt this alignment before, of course you're going to ask questions. Of course you're going to be curious about it, because it's just a realization. It's just like, wow, I see the world completely different than everybody else, than all my peers. You know what I'm saying? And that will happen more often than ever when you become enlightened and you really realize on what the world really is, And I just wanted to speak upon that, man, and I'm out.